We didn't close it out. We got to clean up on film and go from there. It's one loss. I don't know if y'all hear me. It's one loss. It's a bad loss, but all we can do is go back and watch the film and fix it.
How do you recover from this? You said
it's one game. We could have lost by 40. Still would have been 1-0. So we just watched the film. We played, pretty solid for 3 quarters or so. We'll make adjustments and go from there.
Chris. Hey, Donovan, with Jalen Brunson in the fourth quarter overtime, what do you feel like allowed him to get going?
It was a little comfortable. We could have done some things collectively, and we did, and that's on us. But ultimately, can't do nothing about it now. We got to go out there and watch the film and fix it for game 2.
After everything that happened in the fourth quarter in those final 7 minutes or so, how difficult was it to collect yourselves again going into overtime?
No, not that difficult. And then we got some good looks, and we missed. And they made some. They got bounces as well, but that can't happen. But it did. We can't let it. We play in 2 days. We can't sit here and let it kill our momentum, kill what we've been doing. It's not a good loss, but we got to go out there and respond for game 2.
You mentioned that can't happen. What is it?
We're up 22. As simple as that can't happen. But you watch the film, you get ready for game 2. So.
I know you didn't score in overtime. You didn't feel like you took a lot of shots down the stretch. What do you think you got kind of lost on offense? And you felt like in there, what do you think could have been different there?
I don't know. I mean, I'll watch the film and figure it out, and I don't think it's anything to overreact to. But, in those scenarios, got to feel it. And like I've always said, it's a feel thing. And go back and watch the film, and I have an answer for you tomorrow. Great.
Was there any complacency or fatigue playing a factor?
Should have won the game, Joe. I ain't going to put it on either of those things. And even if there was complacency, we're up 22 with God knows how much time, 8 minutes. Got to win the game. We didn't.
Tough losses in these playoffs, different circumstances, but you have been able to let them roll off your shoulders. How important is that now?
I mean, it's no different than playing a solid game in Toronto and R.J. Barrett hits the shot that goes all the way to the top. It's the same as one loss. They're bad. We've had some tough ones, but it's one loss. It's not like that loss, gives them 2 or 3 games, right? It's one. So we have an opportunity to come back here in 2 days and steal one here, and that's really all it is. If you allow yourself to go down that path, you won't be ready for game 2. So that's pretty much the mindset.
Back here on the association, Mike Am, Rudy Gay, and Chris Haynes with you. Rudy, after working a full season with you and Chris, I realized every time that Chris picks up his phone, I don't know, like the radar goes off a little bit. And that's what happened at the end of the pregame show. Chris is on his phone, and I'm thinking to myself, like, is there something kind of percolating here? And you're one of the first to break the story.
Just whenever he's quiet. He's not usually quiet.
That's actually the other part of the equation, phone and quiet. But it is significant news from a Dallas Mavericks perspective. You saw the tweet from Mavs PR there. What more context can you give me on Jason Kidd?
We have to remember, Masai Ujiri is running the show over there, head of the basketball operations for the Dallas Mavericks. So we knew there was a possibility that there might be a change at the head coaching helm. Masai, at his press conference, Masai should say, he was very non-committal when he was asked about the status of their head coach, Jason Kidd. And so they agreed to part ways. And one thing I can say about Jason Kidd, he has 4 years remaining on his deal in the range of about $10 million per. So about 40 years, $4 million for 40 million for 4 years left on his contract. So I'm told he's not in any rush to try to get any other head coaching jobs right now. But if something that makes sense comes around, he will be interested. But this is a situation where the Dallas Mavericks want to start clean house. They want to bring in their own staff, and they're going to start a search very soon.
Yeah. What did you make of the move?
It was surprising, especially because of the kind of relationship that him and Cooper have. I thought they would probably expand on that. I think Hooper has excelled under Kidd's tutelage this year. And, I would have liked to see, how that progressed. But, that's part of the business. Masai wants to bring in his people and do things his way, and he's entitled to that. So, we'll see how things go.
Chris, might be a little too early to start accumulating some names that could potentially replace. Is there a profile, though, for a good fit for a young basketball team that does have a growing superstar?
Go ahead. You about to say something?
No, I was really just getting late. That's all.
Okay. I think you look at the makeup of their roster.
Yeah.
Kind of going into a youth movement a little bit. They still have Kyrie Irving on the squad, Gafford and those guys. But I would think it would probably be an emerging head coaching candidate. I don't know if it'll be an established, seasoned veteran guy. That's just my.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Not for this team.
Okay.
But somebody, Sean Sweeney, who is an assistant for the San Antonio Spurs, he was an assistant with the Mavericks a few years ago with Kidd.
Yeah.
He can be somebody that I can see getting a real serious look.
All right, and I know once there is some news on that front, Chris will have us all covered here on NBA TV. Meanwhile, it is the New York Knicks victorious in overtime, down 22 points with under 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, coming out with a victory. Evan Mobley goes for 15 points, 14 rebounds. So he did a really nice job defensively in this game as well. He's at the podium. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, I mean, definitely hurts. You want to win game one, and especially when you're up like that, you want to win those games, and we got to do better with finishing that. But we all know it's not an easy road, and you got to bounce back. And next game we got to come out and try to get a dub.
Is there anything you pull from previous instances in these playoffs where you guys got bounced back that you take into game two?
Yeah, for sure. We've done it before. We've been down two. We lost the first two games, the last series. So we've been here before, but you just got to bounce back. You got to look at the film, see what we could change, and fix that.
Joe, Evan, I know that there's a likely painful film study coming tomorrow, but in the moment, in the fourth quarter, what did it feel like? What was going on?
In the fourth?
Yeah.
I think we just slowed the pace up. I think we got to keep playing fast, even though we're up. Not try to play the clock until later. I feel like we try to play the clock a little early, and they started going on their run. So we got to do a better job of keeping the pace up regardless of score.
Jayon, of course, is a great clutch player. He gets super hot, so he gets hot. What is your frustration level in that moment? Just seeing him score bucket after bucket, and you just can't seem to get that stop.
I mean, in the moment, you just are focused on the next play. I mean, you try to get the stop, and then you go to move on to the next play. You try to score down there, and then after the fact, you watch the film and see what's going on. But yeah, in the moment, we're just trying to get stops and play basketball.
You had a three with like 3 minutes left. At the time, it felt like that may have stopped. Were you feeling that or hoping that had stopped the Knicks momentum there?
For sure. Big three, hit it, and yeah, hope that helps, definitely a big shot, but I mean, we got to play defense down the stretch, get stops, and keep pushing pace, keep moving fast, get off the ball, and play simple basketball.
Leah.
And then you guys did a lot of things really well through the first three quarters tonight. What positives from that can you carry over into game two?
Yeah, I think we played pretty good basketball throughout most of the game. It's just that fourth, we just got to keep playing that way, But we know we did a pretty good job for most of the game, so that's a positive. And we got to just continue that into next game and just finish the whole game that way.